Welcome back. Week 8 now. We'll talk about week 7, what happened. And we'll get right into it. The first matchup of the week was obviously the big upset of the week, and that was Miso Chorny beating MSFC. And it's pretty embarrassing when you have a super team after you make a blockbuster trade and you lose to a bottom feeder. I got nothing else to say.
I'll go next. It's unfortunate when Varlamov and Hellbuck put up your top points for the week. They're your top performers. That's really upsetting. But all super teams do cool down. But definitely a stinger to lose to Miso Chorny, that's for sure. What's next? Or who's got next?
Yeah. I mean, I traded them all those guys, and I told you this was going to happen. I mean, Matthews looks like a bum. I think it's pretty clear right now who's winning this trade.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you think. Matthews had one bad game, and he didn't play on Saturday, so I don't know if you can call him a bum yet. I saw Marchand went negative a couple games, but he's been pretty hot lately, so we don't really know who won that trade, but we know who lost for sure. Why don't we talk about that matchup next?
Right. And Mitch, what happened? You talk all the smack before. You're a coward and didn't take the money offer because you knew you were going to lose. So stop talking shit. Talk all the time, but know your place in this league. The bottom. Right off the season, you made a dumb trade. You got nothing in return. It's embarrassing that you went from almost getting an 8th to a 13th now. I can't believe you did that. You losing to the flight instructors is embarrassing after how the flight instructors got screwed over in a trade. Next week you're gonna get shit pumped. It's not gonna be good for you. Don't even open up the app. I don't know who your top performer was this week. It doesn't matter because you know why? Because your team is shit.
It was Nick Leddy.
Nick Leddy.
Who?
Yeah. Nick Leddy.
Who? Who? Never heard of him. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say. The flight instructor showed up this week after a couple of piss poor performances. 114, 118 or something, and then 123 last week, I think. He pretty much doubled that this week. Showed us his team can show up when they want to play, but yeah, Donnie Berger, what happened?
Mitch, I'm just looking at the summary of this matchup, bro, and why? Why do you got some of these players? You're calling other teams Timbit hockey players or Timbit hockey teams, Mitch. Look at your own roster, man. You gave away Rantanen. He was probably the only guy I'd ever want off you. And I don't know. I think this loss was well deserving. And a little bit of humble pie for you. But Thomas Chabot and JVR, definitely not guys you can rely on to win a week for you, especially Nick Leddy. The guy's a fucking piece of shit. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, your team's dog shit. Thanks for answering, though.
Right, and we'll just get to mine and Mike's matchup. He beat me. Good battle this week. I'm just not worried. My next week's opponent, who cares? Steamroll him. Good luck to you, Mike, next week.
Yeah, I'll go next on my matchup. I wasn't too sure about my prediction at the beginning of the week about beating you, but I think William Karlsson really picked up the slack for a little bit of the way there, and Ryan Strome had a really off week. Not an off week. I mean, like a really good week. He went off this week. That doesn't happen very often. I don't think my team is capable of putting up those kind of numbers every single week. I'm not a smack-a-hoe, but I'm I'm excited to fight with Alex for second place in the division because Mitch isn't coming back up. Griff isn't coming back up, man. It's just me and him and smack-a-hoe. So I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah. Don't have much to say about that one. It was a good matchup. Both pretty strong teams. Both put up good numbers, but Shitters had the better week and he won. So shows anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, pretty good upset by Shitters this week for sure.
So next we got the Glizzy and Smackaho.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a choke by the Glizzy there. We thought he was coming back, and then he kind of just stopped and got 4 points today. So
the reality was he just didn't have the guys on Sunday to get it done.
Yeah, I mean,
we were close all week, and
I agree with that. At the start, Sprung was choking. Like Glizzy was all over it, and then it just came down to Sunday. Sprung's guys just squeezed it out.
I had way more. How it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I know you like your guys, Zach, but sometimes you just gotta drop one, and I'm sure you're at the top of the waiver order, so you can just pick them right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta have those guys for Sunday to kind of hold your league, but that cost you this week for sure. I mean, no matter who you picked up, I don't think you could have won with Wilson, Marchand, Frolverov, and McAvoy putting up those kinds of points today. And did we talk about Puck My Hyman and new team name, Team Kane Bros Incorporated?
We will, but I never got my chance to talk about Zach and.
Well, you can talk about him.
Zach, I thought you were going to win this week. How dare you not prove me right? Embarrassing. You had 4 waiver acquisitions to do, and you did 1. Absolutely unacceptable. Don't go on the app anymore. Leave the group chat. It's embarrassing. Next matchup.
I'll just say one more thing. In case anyone didn't know, I am undefeated right now. Still undefeated. So I just thought I'd clear that up. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding us.
Yep.
This guy's talking smack, but he's coming over to the West. He barely beats our bottom team. I don't know, man.
3-0 in the West right now.
I don't know.
You didn't beat 1 yet.
Did we cover all the matchups?
No, we got the guy that thinks he has a cool, sick name, but it's probably the stupidest name I've ever seen in my life.
Who's that?
Used to be Nelson Gate. Now he's something about Kane and Bros Incorporated or something. Don't get it. Don't want to get it. So don't tell me in the chat. Like I've heard around the league with the trade offers you're sending, clearly you still don't know value. You are putting up the numbers. Congrats. This shouldn't be lasting. I don't know who you play next week. But, yeah, I mean, Puck My Hyman, Just got unlucky this week.
Yeah, Alex, I keep on saying in these podcasts that Kane and DeBrincat won't carry you to victories, but it seems I'm still wrong. So congratulations to Kane and DeBrincat on carrying you through a lot of these weeks. But Dave, you got unlucky this week, straight up, man. But I think you're gonna have to get unlucky again next week when you play me. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. That's all I got.
I mean, yeah, Puck my Hyman, same thing every week. Puts up the same amount of points. From like 180 to 210 is kind of his area. And if you pull off an embarrassing performance like me against him, you're not going to beat him. But if you have any other kind of average week, you're probably going to beat him. So make a trade or do something there, Dave.
Yeah, this matchup was a real close one. Didn't know who was going to take it right up until the last game. So that was pretty good. But for me, this just demonstrates just how much stronger the East Division is than the West Division. That's kind of what I took from this matchup. But
All right. Well, it is like a 3-on-1 in this from East to West in this pod right now. So I'm just gonna make no comment on that
It's
until
2-2.
some of the East End people are watching this and they have something to say. But we can wait.
I think you're lost. 2-2.
Yeah.
Me and you are East.
Oh fuck!
We're clowning these guys right now.
I'm boxed like a fish. Wow. All right, we'll disregard it. Let's move on.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about before we get to this week's matchups?
Maybe a trade that happened this week.
So I've went over this in chat, but so Mitch offered Sprung, or Donnie Berger offered Smackaho Rantanen for Kachuk straight up and thought it was a good deal. But then when Sprung offers him a 15th round pick and Kachuk for Rantanen, Mitch thinks he's getting fuck over. So he says. What's running through your head, Mitch? How do you offer it without a pick and then think you're getting fuck over with a pick? That doesn't make sense to me. I think Smackaho wins that trade every day.
I agree with what you're saying, Rhett. The logic there doesn't really add up. It's really Timbits hockey logic, if you ask me. But yeah, Rantanen over to Chuck any day, surrounded by better players. More of a proven player in this league. Tkachuk is still up and coming. Don't get me wrong, he is a good player, but definitely not surrounded by good players. He plays for fucking Ottawa, Mitch. Fuck Ottawa.
Next week's matchups. I'm not talking about that idiots anymore.
Okay.
All right. First of all, next week, let's pull this up. We got, let's talk about Puck My Hyman versus I Lick Shitters.
Shitters blows him out.
Yeah, I think
Tough to say. I think Shitter's had his big week this week. I think this could be close.
I think this is going to be a closer one than the Puck My Hyman versus Team Kane Bros will be. I think it's going to come down to Sunday. I'm going to give the edge to Puck My Hyman this week, actually.
Me too.
I respect that. I think it'll be close too. I'm interested to see what my team will do after putting up numbers like that. I want to see if they're going to flop or if they're going to keep putting up. But if they flop, expect me to make some changes. But yeah, I got to pick myself on this fight. Just got to have that confidence for the week. But good luck to you, Dave.
Only reason why I'm taking you just because I expect the same amount of points every week now. If not, then it will go the other way, but we'll see.
See what happens.
All right, up next, we got Team Cane Bros Inc. versus the 9/11 Flight Instructors. I mean, this is a matchup. Team Cane Bros, they've been consistent in high points. Flight Instructors had a killer week this week, but 2 shitty weeks before. But I think he's going to stay hot, and I give the edge here to Flight Instructors. I know there's already been some beef in the chat. Apple is roasting Mitch for not taking a bet, and tides have kind of turned on you now, Apple. You're getting flamed by Team Cane Bros for not taking that $100 bet. So if you're confident, you should back it up.
Yeah, I like the confidence from Team Cane Bros right now. I think I'm trending towards him getting the win this week.
I agree. Apple, you should put your money where your mouth is, but I don't know. Something tells me 9/11 Flight Instructors is taking the win this week. Something tells me Patrick Kane's going to cool down a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares about this matchup? It's irrelevant. So I'll just give it to the guy in the East. Don't even want to say his stupid team name.
All right, let's move on. Next, we got Meso Chorney out of the East going up against Team of Bums in the West. And Will Griffin, unfortunately, I think you're going to put the East to shame this week because I think Team of Bums is going to fucking slap you around. But I don't know. What can you do? Shit happens, but you really can't control this week, I think. I think Team of Bums is going to bounce back after losing to me. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm with Mike on this one. I mean, upsets happen, as you can tell from this week, but I can't see him doing it twice in a row. I can't see two good teams. That'd be some unreal luck for you, Griff, if you manage to take down the 2 top teams in the West, because yeah, your team should be called Team of Bums because that's all you have on your team is bums. So, I give this one to Team of Bums all day, every day.
Team of Buns bounces back for sure.
I'm gonna fucking smoke you. Next matchup.
So next we got Triple E / Donnie Burger versus Gridiron Glizzy.
What kid came up with that stupid name? Fuck. Are we back in elementary school? Jesus Christ. Only a guy in a red Ottawa Sanders shirt would make that fucking team name. Stupid. Who does he play?
He plays the Gridiron Glizzy.
Oh, God.
You know?
You want to talk about a garbage matchup. You might as well go hydrovac the dump. That's how shitty this matchup's going to be. Like, shit all over the face. It's going to be an ugly matchup. Trust me. This is embarrassing to our league. I can't believe the schedule planned out like this. This is embarrassing. Glizzy, you're an embarrassment to the West. I wish we could ship you to the East. That's how embarrassing you've been. I don't know who to give this to, honestly. I mean, if the Sharks go winning 7-6 in every game this week, I guess I'll give it to Glizzy. Nick Letty, who? Don't care who it is. JVR. Go retire. Glizzy.
Yeah. Thank you for getting your point across there, Braden. Wow. That was awesome. This matchup is really a battle of the basement, guys. Gridiron Glizzy is going to be 1-6. EEE is going to be 2-5. So I'm giving this one to Gridiron Glizzy. I'm going to stay in this guy's corner all year. I think something can happen here if he uses all of his weekly transactions or acquisitions, whatever you want to call them. But if you're not
He won't.
using all of them when you got guys out and
He won't. He'll use
whatever,
one.
phones, or even just like you just don't want to let go of a guy because you like him, even though he's putting up like an average of 1.7 a game. Drop him, bro. Just let's get some better players on your team. I helped you out with Palat, but you need more help.
I'm gonna go against the Gliz this week. He just doesn't use his acquisitions. I think Mitch will use them. It's gonna be a close matchup, so that'll be the difference.
They'll use them just to pick up
You know?
auto guys.
Yeah, with Donnie Berger every week, I base his matchup off of Connor McShitter, and they played 3 times this week,
Oof.
twice against the Leafs.
Oof.
I can't see them lighting up the Leafs, so I got to give this one to the Glizzy here, because I don't think McDavid can carry you to a win this time, Mitch. You should go eat some minnows or something.
What the fuck? Sure.
All right. I guess last one to talk about is the real barn burner of the week here. The one we've all been waiting for. We got Smackahoe versus his own fan club.
Yeah,
I'll let Sprung talk first.
I'm channeling Ron Artest this week. I'm gonna slap some fans around, and it ain't gonna be pretty, but yeah, I don't know. Rhett can give his take.
You know, could go either way. I think it comes down to whoever has a hot week, whoever has a cold week. Both of us have had up and down weeks. You haven't lost yet, obviously, but I think if my team's hot, no one can beat them.
I agree with that.
What if they're cold?
Oh, then I'll lose.
Yeah, you got the best in the West going up against the top dog in the East. So I'm rooting for the guy in the East this week. I know I don't really like to talk about him. I won't even address him by his name, even though he's on the podcast this week. But yeah, that's all I got. I think Smack will host smack some fans around, like you said. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta go with the East guy on this one, just because I want to get first place in my division. So yeah, hopefully he smacks around some stupid fans. And I mean, just going into the matchup, I will. You will take a big blow with the Oilers only playing 3 times with your power play defenseman and Nugent Hopkins. It will hurt you, I think, but if you use the right acquisitions, you could save it. It'll be a close matchup, I think. I don't think it'll be a blowout. This could be 2 teams that will hit above 200 points. This could break some records. I just feel like every record's gonna be broken this week. I don't know by who, but obviously the favorites are the top 4 teams in the league, maybe 5, depending on standings. But yeah, I mean, it should be a good week. Lots of good matchups, except for Donnie Berger. You guys an idiot. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I think that covers it. Do we miss anything, boys?
Just the fact that Donnie Berger is the stupid name.
Oh, and we got to talk about how our Team of Bums manager made a prediction that league record be broken, and the record was actually Glizzy put up the most points he's ever put up in a day, I think. So the record was broken, but not how you thought. Actually, I don't know if that was. I'm just guessing because I don't think he's ever put up more than 50 points in a day. So, job, Zach.
I think he put up 75 in a day. I think he held the record before I broke it, or someone else broke it after you did.
I have it right now.
Yeah, I mean, I predicted it. I don't think I was right. If I was, I'm right. I'm always right. Mitch, stop laughing right now, or stop typing on your phone right now. Yeah, look at me, Mitch. Look at me. Stop looking at your phone. Look at me, Mitch. Fuck you. Go play 6-on-6 online versus or something, you goofball. Yeah. Anyone else have to go after anyone?
No, just as I say every week, send me your trade offers. I want to make some kind of trade. Fuck, it's been dry. One trade last week with Rantanen, who Mitch has been fucking jerking off towards everyone for 3 or 4 weeks now. It's good to see some trades happening. I don't think we've ever said no to a trade yet.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, I heard what Puck My Hyman was offering around the league, and I'm offended it didn't come to me. That if he's willing to trade those players, I mean, start selling. But yeah, this is the week 8 predictions, and yeah, have a good week, except for Donnie Berger, and we'll see you next week.